tell me about the slope of the perpendicular line? Can you tell me about the 2 and the 1/2? What word is it? Yeah, they flipped. So a lot of times students like to learn the word flip or think about it as a flip. You're going to flip it over. Okay, so let's look at some of these examples. Look at some of these examples. We've got example 1, and it says M. What does M stand for? Okay, so the M is equal to 5. If your notes tell you that the parallel line is going to be the same or going to have the same slope, what is a parallel slope going to look like? It's going to be 5 also, right, Jessica? So parallel is 5. Parallel is 5. The perpendicular ones are the ones people have a little bit more trouble with. Okay, well we saw on the activity that they flip, and they change their sign, their opposite. So if we flip 5 over, well, 5 doesn't even look like a fraction. How do I make 5 look like a fraction, Jonathan? Yeah, add a 1. I put a 1 under it. Now it's 5 over 1. So it's a little easier to flip it over. So I have to do 2 things to find the perpendicular slope. And the sign for perpendicular is that upside down T. If I flip 5 over 1, what does it look like? Okay, it's 1/5, and then also I have to change the sign. It has to be the opposite. So if this is positive, this has to be negative. Okay, so fill that example in. Fill that example in. I'm going to log in as well this time and work from here. 2 over 3, the next example. My parallel slope. What would my parallel slope be? 2 over 3. It's always going to be the same, and those are the ones that are the easiest. You just write it the same. But my perpendicular slope, if my parallel is 2 over 3, it's going to be 3 over 2, and it has to be negative. 3 over 2. Okay, log back into NavNet. Log back into NavNet. So go back to Apps 8. Okay, I'm going to send you a quick poll. Look at example 3. Look at example 3. You're going to send me the parallel slope for 1 over 7. You're going to send me the parallel slope for 1 over 7. Send the wrong thing?
No, I tried to put it into a fraction.
It won't let you. Yeah, you have to use the division bar.
Oh, yeah, it messed me up.
You're sending me the parallel slope. Sending me the parallel slope. Okay, so we should be okay. Let's see what we got. Okay. Parallel slope is 1 over 7. What happened was you guys did 1 divided by 7 and it changed to a decimal. That one's correct. Okay? And you were looking like, that's not what I typed in. You did 1 divided by 7. Okay? The way the navigator is, it won't display a fraction. It's going to work the math for you. So it did divide the fraction. Okay? A -7 and a 1. I bet some of you typed in that 1 and were getting ready to try and change it to a fraction. Okay, now you see what the calculator does. You have to type it in. Let me show you. You have to type it in 1 divided by 7. Okay, that was your parallel slope. Now we want to do perpendicular slope. Okay, so send me the perpendicular slope for 1 over 7. Send me the perpendicular slope for 1